Kilimanjaro, Elbrus, Aconcagua, Mount Vinson, Mount McKinley, Karsten's Pyramid, Mount Everest.
7 summits, 7 continents, and one amazing mountaineer.
I'm Kay LeClaire. I was born in Moscow, Idaho, March 8, 1949. Currently, I'm the oldest woman in the world to have climbed the 7 summits. I've always enjoyed hiking and exercise. I think exercise gives me a high.
In 2009, at the age of 61, this mountaineering marvel from Spokane achieved her lofty ambition to summit the highest peak on each of the 7 continents. Incredibly, her ascent to the top began just 10 years ago.
I began climbing at age 51. I saw an article in Seattle Magazine, and one of the fun things to do was to climb Mount Rainier. I thought this sounds like a wonderful thing to do, so I asked my son, who was 15 at the time, if he'd like to join me. We were both able to summit, and it was one of the most exhilarating experiences I'd ever had. I mean, what a view. So that's when I decided I needed to learn more about climbing.
LeClaire learned her climbing skills at the Spokane Mountaineers Mountain School. There she was taught the techniques she would use on climbing expeditions around the globe. But lessons from her childhood would also prove invaluable on the slopes of the 7 summits.
Both my parents came from farm families, so I got to spend a lot of time outdoors. We were expected to work really hard. In fact, I kind of liken climbing to my childhood because there were periods where you'd get some rest, and then when it was time to do the harvest, you'd put in long hours. We were taught not to be quitters. If you had work to do or a goal, you kept at it until you got it done. So it was get her done for me.
At over 29,000 feet, Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. It would prove to be LeClaire's most menacing foe.
Once I made the decision to climb Everest, I realized it was going to be the longest and most difficult climb. It's so high, I mean, it's over 5 miles high. I knew it was going to be a lot of work just acclimatizing and getting in shape. I think I take risks because that's the way I'm put together. I just like taking some risks. I like new challenges.
Climbing Everest would be a monumental challenge for LeClaire. 3 years and 3 failed attempts would test her toughness, her spirit, and her life.
Some people, if they actually summit the first time, I think they're extremely lucky. I mean, some people try and just never manage to summit, or become severely injured or die in the process.
With dogged determination and a spirit to succeed, LeClaire would return a 4th time to Everest. Her perseverance would pay off.
In 2009, everything clicked. My health was fairly good, but my teammates were absolutely fabulous. So on days when, one of us wasn't feeling well, the other would help. Maybe just carrying a water bottle for them would make the difference. And we were all very supportive because it's a mental game as well. So you have to keep thinking to yourself, I can do this. And if you've got teammates that are going, yes, you can do this, you've got to keep going, that helps immensely. It was a very long day. It was almost robotic. I was just concentrating on putting one foot in front of the other. But I was so focused on making sure that I wasn't going to fall. And then suddenly I could see a little mound with some prayer flags on the bottom. And I couldn't believe it. I made it to the summit. I was so overwhelmed that I fell down on my knees, and I was just ecstatic.
Everest would complete her mountaineering challenge, but Kay LeClaire continues living a lifestyle that promotes the benefits of physical fitness. She now shares her inspiring story as a motivational speaker with insights on commitment, endurance, teamwork, and hope.
Hooray, hooray, Kay made it to the summit.
10 years ago, 7 summits stood before her. And today, she stands alone.
What's most important in life to me is staying healthy, my family and friends, maintaining a positive attitude, and always trying a new challenge. I probably won't ever do a huge expedition climb again, but I certainly want to keep climbing. I think it's really important for people to stay physically fit. I mean, you don't have to climb Everest. You can get out there and take a walk. You know, my message would be get out there and stay active. It's certainly changed my life.
If you have an idea for Northwest Profiles, send it to KSPS TV, 3911 South Regal, Spokane, Washington 99223. Northwest Profiles is a presentation of KSPS Public Television.